going on, YouTube? It's your boy OddNoobian back at you with another reaction to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 20. So in the last episode we had some fire ass scene, and I do mean that literally, pun intended, about when Roy toasted up old Lust. I'm still shocked that Lust ended up dying first. Like, she was the first of the homunculi to die. Well, technically Greed was first, but I guess she was the second of the homunculi to die. It was I don't know, it's unexpected because she seemed like the leader. She seemed like the person that was carrying out Father's will. You know, he's obviously the leader of the homunculi, but she seemed like the manager aspect of them. Everybody seemed like they were reporting to her. Like, Gluttony follows her around, and Envy seems like he reports to her, you know, and we haven't seen Wrath hasn't really had any interaction, but she seemed like the leader type role, and she's the one that died first. So yeah, and I guess the way you kill them is you just have to beat them down enough for the Philosopher's Stone not to be able to regenerate them, or it loses its power, because we've seen at the end, like after she flamed up, the Philosopher's Stone fell out of her and disintegrated. And also, I asked last time, I was like, can you make the Philosopher's Stone your own? Roy tried to. He's like, I can use this Philosopher's Stone to make my powers greater so he could try to bring Havoc back. But he didn't get a chance to because Lust formed back around it. And at the end of the episode, we seen Hohenheim, who is their father, Ed and Al's father. Which led me to some more questions about, like, is that really their father, or, like, you know, did he like create a homunculus or something that became father, or did father create him? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on with that? And I still got in the back of my mind, Greed said he's over 200 years old, right? That's what really is like. So if he created them, then this guy has to be over 200 years old, right? So I don't know. But it was a very interesting episode. Very good, very good. And the show keeps getting more and more interesting. So let's hop into it. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy my reactions. Like the video. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm and all that stuff. Check out another video if you like this one, because you'll probably like those as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's hop into this Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 20. Let's get it. Oh, here we go. We're starting off him meeting Pops right off.
You appear to have grown some. I spoke with Pinocchio. You tried human transmutation.
No, damn, he knows everything.
What makes you think you can show up like this? There's nothing left for you here anymore.
And thought you could erase the memory by destroying the evidence.
I mean, yeah, they were kids. I mean, they still are kids.
You're wrong.
It's just like a child.
That was probably part of it, you know.
After he wets the bed. You ran away, and you know it.
Man, why are you coming in here making him feel bad? Where you been, bro? You know what I mean?
You make me sick.
Like, you been gone this whole time, and then you gonna come back and try to make him feel bad. That's fucked up, man.
It's exactly like I was when I was his age.
I guess that makes sense. Father before the grave. I would be pissed too, man. Pops just dipped one day, Mom died, and then you come back talking shit? You know what I mean?
The life form my sons transmuted. Are you positive that it was Trisha?
Huh? Well, I wouldn't. It didn't even look human to me.
It was like a monster.
I wouldn't think of it as...
No, that's not what I'm asking. Did you notice the eye color or the hair color?
Oh, damn. I think he's trying to...
What are you trying to get at? Are you telling me that that wasn't even Trisha?
What?
For all that those boys sacrificed, you're saying that thing they created wasn't even their mother?
Then what was it?
Pairing them together, the body will eventually reject it.
So he's saying...
Tomorrow.
He's saying that it's randomly he's gonna die. It's kind of similar to the Order.
Al, we've got to get you back.
Oh, the Old Guard, not the Order. The Old Guard.
If it's about to give out on you, couldn't you just transfer your soul into some other object? Because if that's the case, then for the time being, well, you're impervious to pain and you don't have to eat. It sounds like a great deal to me.
That sounds awful.
You don't know what you're talking about.
It was terrible not to sleep, not to eat. You just kind of there. You know what I mean? Like, you have no purpose. You just kind of alive.
You're the one who tossed his body aside and put him in that armor, aren't you, Alchemist?
It's true.
Damn.
You and I are exactly the same.
Oh, this is a dream. I'm about to say, I thought this was something that he's seen before. This is definitely a dream.
Monsters.
Nothing like you, though. You are a piece of shit.
Why did you leave me here like this?
That's a nightmare for your ass right there. God damn, that's a nightmare.
Get out of bed already.
Something terrible is going to happen in this country soon.
Oh, here we go.
You should escape while you can.
This country's lousy with terrible things.
So either he's tracking it down or he's the cause. You know what I'm saying? Like that could mean two things.
I've given you my warning.
Hey, Hohenheim, wait! Try not to be such a stranger, all right?
You know, you still didn't tell your son what the fuck happened. Why aren't you here?
I wish I could, Pinocchio. It's too bad I won't get to enjoy your cooking anymore.
Like, what is that? These ominous ass statements. Like, why would you say that? So you want to dig up the body to see if it was really his mom? What else could it have been? Could it just been like a generic human body? You know what I mean? Because it was moving and stuff. Is that how you create homunculus? You know, like just a body and you have to put a soul in it somehow? I don't know. Just throwing out queries. Damn, he throwing up and shit.
Don't push yourself.
That's trauma for your ass right there. Damn, he throwing up. I've never had trauma like that. I couldn't even imagine.
Home.
No. Mom's hair was a light chestnut color. This is black.
So they brought back somebody else.
This fever, it's much too long. And this pelvis? Pretty sure it's male.
So they brought back a dude?
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid this isn't your mother, Ed.
So the person they brought back wasn't even their mom. I don't know if that's better or worse. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if that's better or worse. Because they did all that and brought back something that's not their mom, and they lost their limbs and all that stuff for zero reason.
It really is impossible to bring the dead back to life.
Mm-hmm.
The undeniable truth.
Shouldn't play with things like that, man. Bringing people back to life and shit. It never goes good.
I didn't expect this. You never call.
Yeah. I need to ask you something, teacher. But well,
Probably, did that thing you bring back, was that really your baby?
Spit it out.
That shit?
it has to do with when you tried to transmute your baby. So Hohenheim didn't even bother to say where he was going?
Of course he didn't. And I didn't. What's wrong with me? I can't believe I forgot to give him the message.
What's the message?
Yes. A last request from your mother.
I'll be gone when he returns. Can you tell him something? I need him to know I couldn't keep my promise. I died before he did, and I'm so sorry.
I would have asked him some questions, man. I don't understand why you ain't had no questions. Where the fuck have you been? What are you doing? Why are you here now? What the fuck is this?
That's just it. This has actually convinced me we can return you to normal.
Ed, are you sure?
Yeah. But before I start explaining how... Well, Winry, do you remember when Al and I got in a fight when we were kids about marry you?
Oh, what? That was a thing?
Talking about on the roof?
Yeah, that one. Al told me you turned him down.
Turned you both down.
Whatever.
Don't forget
Some
that.
Questions for both of you then. What was your reasoning?
She said,
She was young.
I just don't like men who are shorter than me.
Straight up.
You can't judge a man for something he can't help!
Girls do it all the time, man. That's how it be. Girls do it all the time.
Al had a memory of something I don't recall. You seem to clearly remember it the same way, Winry. Which means that it happened without a doubt. So now that we know you remembered something real, then we also know for a fact That really is Al bonded in there.
Well, how you gonna get it
Like
back?
Barry's body.
Oh yeah, they pulled Barry's body out, right? This is
Right.
true.
What did you see? Try to think back. Can you remember what happened when the truth unraveled you?
I didn't even put that together. Like, how did they get his body?
And it was me. It was my hand I grabbed.
I knew it. Doesn't look like we're done with the truth yet, Al. We're gonna get in there and pull your body out.
How they gonna get back to him?
Mother, after the portal, I remember looking at you from inside that thing. The thing we thought was Mom.
Yeah, I remember that.
You were inside of it?
I commented on that.
That thing was you?
I guess so. But my soul didn't bind. It must have rejected me right away.
So that's what they did. They tried to put. So that's what human transmutation is. They take your soul and put it into another being, but it's not compatible, so it doesn't work. And that's why you can't human transmutate, because of the compatibility issue.
That I transmuted, it couldn't. It didn't have a single physical trait that could have come from us. You're onto something, aren't you?
Yes.
Thank you.
Now she feel like she hasn't hurt her baby twice.
So what did teacher
You know?
have to say?
Well, I'm not really sure why.
She feels like
She said,
she
"Thank you."
didn't interrupt her child's peace in death, kinda, you know?
I can't take all the nights by myself.
Just alone in the
It's
dark,
so lonely.
can't sleep.
And that's why I have
So
to
that's
get
the
back
worst,
home.
man.
Sure.
Not being able to
You're going
sleep. Just
Gonna
there.
let that truth jerk on his butt, and then we're gonna pull your body right out of that place.
Yeah.
That's weird. Have his shoulders always been so broad?
Man looking more manlier, huh? Winry just fell in love. Yeah, that was a good episode. So he found out that that wasn't his mom that he brought back, thanks to his dad, pretty much. Overhearing his pops talk about it. You can never really bring back the person that you're trying to bring back. You can't target that person, I guess. You just bring back a being. And in that being was Alphonse's soul, and it was rejected. So then it went back to, wherever, the ether or wherever it goes, and then he brought it back and put it into the armor. So his thought process is that his body is still in there as well, just like his soul went back to wherever. So we can find his body and pull it back out. I don't know how they're gonna do that, how they're gonna target his body and get it back out, and I don't know how they're gonna go back into where you see the truth. Don't you have to human transmutate, and that's how you see the truth? I don't know what they're gonna do in that process. I mean, I guess that's why they need the Philosopher's Stone, in order to enhance his power so he can target it and bring it back from the ether or wherever the hell it is and stuff. But I still don't understand where Hohenheim is going. What is he doing? He said a lot of ominous statements like, I'll never eat your cooking again, and bad things are about to happen and you should get up out of here to this city. So that means that's a double-edged sword. That can mean two things. It can mean either he's trying to stop it and he's warning her like, bad things are about to happen, I'm trying to fix it but I can't, or he's gonna be the cause of the bad things happening and he's just warning her as a friend, like, hey, shit's about to go down, you might want to dip up out of here. I'm not really sure which one it is. I'm sure they'll explain it. I'm mad that Ed didn't ask him the questions. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Those were my first questions. I would have been mad at first, and then I would have been like, where have you been? But I guess they just, I don't know, whatever. He just didn't want to talk to him. And Al has a newfound, Al and Ed have a newfound invigoration for their quest. It feels like they made some progress, which is always a good thing when you're trying to figure something out. Once you make progress, that reinvigorates you into what you're doing. Anything. When it goes anything, when you're trying to figure out a problem or figure out how to do something, if you try too hard and you're not getting anywhere, you get discouraged. But then when you make a little progress, you get that energy back. Oh, like, okay, here we go. We're getting somewhere. And then, they get that ball rolling, so to speak. But yeah, it was a good episode. I think that's all that happened really. And we're going forward, man. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to get the Philosopher's Stone still. That's still a big thing. And we're going to get them bodies back, man. I wonder how he's going to get his arm back as well. Is he going to pull that out? Like, can you just pull the arm out and get my arm and my leg back? I don't know. But anyways, it was a good episode. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the reaction. Like the video. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Check out one of these other videos. It's probably popping up on the screen right now. You'll probably like those as well if you enjoyed this one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I will see y'all in the next episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Alright? Deuces.